Social media questions. At Always Shining 12 on Twitter, was the government shutdown worth it? Will any good come from it?
They're not going to get rid of affordable care. That's staying. That's the law. So they had the wrong target. But it may work to get attention to the issue, and it did unite them on the right, and the Republican Party united. So it served the purpose of uniting the party, but it will be a bad shot. They're going to miss the target. But what it might lead to is some real reform on entitlements generally, and something on corporate tax reduction that'll help them with business, mainly corporate. They really want to cut down the cost of government. If they can find a way to reduce the cost of the federal government between now and Thanksgiving, they'll be able to score a victory. The loser will be Ted Cruz, though, because he had the wrong plan from the beginning.
At KJM 1016 on Twitter wants to know, is a three-party system a ridiculous idea?
Just because it would end up being two parties in a coalition. So it would end up being one party, like in Britain. Because you have to run the Congress. You can't run the country without 270 electoral votes. How do you get 270 electoral votes in a three-way race when you're the third party?
At Leona Fallon on Twitter asks, do you think people are too informed today? What's different about the American public today versus 20 years ago? Everyone knows everything.
Well, everybody knows the cream of the top of the milk bottle. They know the top part, the foam on the beer. They do know that. You can tell because you listen to the comedy shows at night, like Stewart and Colbert. All the young people in the audience know all the jokes. So they know enough to laugh at the punchline. But depth, who reads the jumps anymore in the newspaper?
Who reads the newspaper?
Jumps? Yeah, well, that's it. My office is filled with smart producers. I come in and say, anybody got the poster? And I want to take Kathy to the movies tonight. Anybody got a poster around here? The Washington Post? Nobody's got one. And they used to have stacks of these newspapers.
Right, I remember.
The young people today go online, they look up what they want to learn, and that's all they learn. It doesn't broaden you. You and I grew up where you picked up the paper, you started reading something, you're in the bathroom, you're at the ice cream store, you're on a bus, you read something about Pakistan because it's there. Nobody does that anymore. You got to read only what you want to read.
I remember when you were the Washington bureau chief for the San Francisco Examiner.
That's right. I loved that job. I loved it. Two columns a week and a takeout piece on Sunday. I loved it. 162 pieces one year.
There is no Examiner now, right?
No, Hearst sold it, and they bought the Chronicle. The Chronicle's fighting for its life. These papers, it's unbelievable. The Philadelphia Inquirer, I don't know how long they keep going.
Times-Picayune prints twice a week. New Orleans Times-Picayune.
What are we going to do in our dentist's office when there's no U.S. News? There's no U.S. News on print anymore.
That's right.
Newsweek's gone. Time is still there. I love Time.
11 pages.
How about Parade? Parade is shrinking every week, the Sunday supplement.
I don't see it anymore.
No,
is it in the L.A. Times? It's not in the L.A. Times.
It gets smaller. It's there. It's got, Walter Scott's personality parade on page 2. You got to read that.
Alex Townsend on Facebook wants to know, who's your dream guest?
Winston Churchill. He's hard to get.
Mine's Fidel Castro.
Yeah, if he still got it, here, it'd be great to find out when did he become a communist? How come he fooled us when we were all rooting for him as kids? We were all rooting for that guy. We thought he was a Democrat.
And how'd you last so long?
And did you have anything to do with Dallas?